Hello, people. How are you all? I hope you are doing great. I'm back with a book review, and I wouldn't bother you this time with my consistency lecture because I realized that I can't be consistent here right now. But I will keep popping up with certain book reviews and book recommendations once in a while. Well, people who have been here before, welcome back, and people who are new, welcome. This is Mansi from Readers and Creators. We are all slaves to our most basic needs, no matter how high your morals may take you. Well, the book I'm going to review today is a sci-fi and fantasy book. This is the book number 1 in a series named Gods on Trial. The book name is Beyond the Father. It is written by Opeshum Petroz. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing the name right, but it's pretty complicated, but I'm pronouncing it Opeshum Petroz. Well, she's a very introverted and shy person. She doesn't make public appearance. So I can't tell you more about the author, but surely wait till you get to know about this sci-fi and fantasy book. So the book is based on the smallest of planets named Zyberg, and it's a pretty complicated book because all the characters are cyborg characters. Cyborg characters are those that operates on mechanical parts or computer. So this is about the life after death. So they are living as cyborg characters. The planet has a king, King Theo, Queen Evelyn, and their son Englid. Their daughter Anya is dead, and Englid demands some really unexpected thing from his father, to which he has to say yes. So he set on to a voyage. Well, the starting was the book was pretty exciting and hooking as well. I kept reading through the pages. I have read the Kindle version of this book, and I'm not a fan of digital reading, but I couldn't stop reading till 50 or 60 pages. But after that, there was pretty much complications in the book. There were so many characters, like one by one. I couldn't keep the record of how many characters were there, and that too with complicated names like Flexes, like Raptor 1, Raptor 2. Story is no doubt very hooking, like you will crave to find out what's happening next. And I think the author intentionally make this a complicated story. That's her motive, because you will keep getting twisted. You will keep finding yourself at new place after every chapter. And there's mollards and non-mollards. Mollards are completely operating on machinery kind of person, and non-mollards are whatever job is left, they will take it. Like they work on loyalty, they work on money. If you are giving them money or loyalty, they will do the work for you. So there's a lot of complication in the book, but I can't deny that the writing kept me pretty hooked. The thing we talk the most about in our human life, emotions, how we are dealing with them, how we are handling other people's emotion. Those emotions are replaced by simulation software in the characters of these books. Yeah, pretty complicated. I told you again and again. It's weird also to read, but at some point you might find a lot of understanding with the characters and the metaphors which author has used in comparison to the real human person and to the characters, cyborg mechanical characters she created in the story. Apart from the planet Zyber, on which this story starts, on which the whole foundation of the story is, there's also another area, sub-Median region. There's also one son, daughter, and a king, and those siblings have pretty different opinion and ideologies that creates a conflict between them. So yeah, over and all, you have to get into this book to know about why this is hooking, or why the person who is reading it kept reading it. But the only thing which I disliked, or I thought that it would have been better if there were less characters in the book, because I had to really make notes or take a pen and copy and make a flow chart kind of thing. I was getting pretty complicated here, messy here, that which character is this, oh where he came from, oh where she came from, like that. So that's the only thing I disliked about this book, because I am not a fan of multiple characters. See, if you are a fan of fantasy, if you are a fan of series like Shadow and Bone or GOT, then you will definitely love this book. Also, I think that there are certain movies or series we readers don't like to watch because they are adapted from books. But this particular book, I think, would be better if it is adapted into a visual cinema or series. The author is working on the book 2 of the series. Yeah, I'm looking forward to read book 2 also. I wouldn't lie, to be honest, I have skipped few lines and paragraphs in between because that was getting too machinery, too mechanical and so much technical for me, and I have less knowledge of that. So that's what I skipped. I couldn't tell you more about the author because I searched a lot about her and I couldn't find anything. She is a very secretive person, and that makes this book even more interesting because, like, you don't know anything about the author. You don't know how she is or what her opinion and ideology is about life. And then she writes this fantasy and sci-fi book in which there's a life after death, cyborg characters, and this and that, and you will be more fascinated and more interested, more invested in reading these characters. So I think her identity as an introvert person adds up to the story of her book. So if you are looking for a good fantasy sci-fi read in a while, you might pick this up. It's also available on Kindle. So yeah, that's my review, and yeah, just follow me. I am at this point, I'm really ashamed of saying that because I'm not consistent here. But yeah, follow me on Instagram. There I am pretty consistent, pretty much. Also, I have started writing full length book reviews. I will mention the link in description box. So just give it a read because I take a whole day to write one book review, full length, like bada sa review. So yeah, keep reading, be happy, be safe, and happy Navratri. Bye bye.